For those who have joined me today, welcome. Welcome to the Philosophy of Chillin. Um, um, I know there might be a multitude of different questions. What's the philosophy of chilling? Who are you? Like, and what are you about to talk about? And ideally, I have realized something as I've prepared to try to host this platform and create this space. I realized that I am a talker and I can rant and go down so many different tunnels and complexities. Um, so I have a couple of points here that I hope will help guide the conversation, or is more specifically or more intentionally is meant to guide the conversation so I don't derail myself. So all in all, I'm just trying to say I will answer all of your questions. Um, yeah, only time will tell. Okay, so structure of the show. What will happen? Um, so essentially, this show will kind of take three different forms. At least that's where my vision is currently. There will be episodes where it's just me. There will be episodes where it's me and a guest, and there will be episodes where it's like me and like 2+ guests or something like that. But essentially, um, this is supposed to be the philosophy of chilling is supposed to be a platform that creates a, I want to say safe space, but it's supposed to be more dynamic than that. It's essentially supposed to allow or invite, matter of fact, it's to make diverse individuals, diverse ideologies, and diverse representations feel safe to come to a platform that welcomes their ideology, listens to what is truly being said, and makes them feel comfortable enough to open their mind to things that they were previously closed minded to. And essentially, it's not to highlight that you have to agree. You don't have to agree with nothing that's said on this show, in any episode, so forth, so on. But it is meant to say, okay, I respect that. I understand where you're coming from. I may not agree with it, but I can move forward knowing that I have the understanding and respect and still feel compelled to do better in my actions moving forward. Or at least open your mind up to other actions and possibilities moving forward. So that's what the philosophy of chilling is, and I want to be able to provide a more in-depth definition as well. So essentially, what I'm going to do is pose a question, and that question I am going to aim to answer through the application of the philosophy of chilling. Hey, okay. Um, so the question is, how is the philosophy of chilling used to handle anger? Or how is the philosophy of chilling used through anger, or like how is the philosophy of chilling used through anger? Like how do you get through anger utilizing the philosophy of chilling? Okay, so one thing I have to clear up is the fact that the philosophy of chilling and the word and how it uses the word chilling is not like what people um may readily identify it as. It's not an action. Like if I say I'm just chilling, like I'm not physically doing nothing. Like I'm obviously doing something, but or maybe I'm not doing nothing. But essentially what I'm saying is it is really just like a response. It's like it's how one chooses to mentally, spiritually, and emotionally respond to the different phases of life. So like I could be busy as hell, stressed out of my mind, but like I'm just chilling. I know that if I breathe, if I get through it, if I breathe, that's how I can get through it. If I try to take small moments to slow down or try to understand that even though this is how I may genuinely feel about it, that feeling doesn't override the fact that I know for a fact I don't have all the context. So if I'm going to react, I want to at least be able to identify how I first feel and then process how I want to react, knowing that I don't know all of the information at hand. And that's what kind of that context piece is kind of what drives the de-escalation of whatever that feeling may be. Like for example, anger. Like how do you get through anger? I literally, oh man. So okay, another layer of context. I'm still on track. Let me just say this. um the philosophy of chilling, and I know you're wondering, well, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a pin in the context because there's a point that I have to come back to that helps bring it full circle. So my name is Dunlap. People also know me as Dunlap the Connect. I'm not gonna say my government name because if you're searching for it, you'll find it. So, okay. Anyway, uh, I know you may be wondering who I am. I could say I'm a nobody. You definitely can consider me a nobody. But essentially, I'm just a person that aims to contribute in the best ways that I can in the spaces that I'm led to be in. Um, with that being said, I am a very, very spiritual person. And I say that coming from a background of a religious family. And not necessarily religious in the sense of practices, but ideology, like everything. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Okay. Yeah. So, um, did come from a background of religious, Baptist church to be specific. I won't say a specific church, but I have grown to understand that I am a person that can identify the spirit within an individual. Um, with that being said, I try my hardest as a person to keep myself close to God in the ways that I have understood it work that I understand works for me. I've you can peel me back. We'll peel all the layers eventually at some point in time. But I say all of this to say I've been in some crazy situations in my life. I Oh my god. I've been in some crazy situations in my life, and I can say I have multiple out of body experiences, it, multiple times, depending on the phase of life I'm in and the day. Like, just sitting there, how did I get here? What? I'm here now. How? Okay. What? I'm chilling. I'm just chilling, like, and this is me trying to explain the ideology that I have applied to the different life circumstances and situations that I have been in. So back to the context. Um, Context is really what drives, like I said, the de-escalation, um, or that motion, or that starting push of de-escalation. Because, okay, I'm upset because of what I'm seeing. I'm upset because the pattern is not making sense. This is not efficient. The most efficient step is for you to do this, but you doing this, and now I'm watching it like, please just do this so it can be smoother and we don't have to go through the bumps of this. So I say that to say how to deal with anger. You have to genuinely hold yourself to being transparent, to accepting, and to being patient. Like, if you're actively trying to get out of something, or like shift in doing something, you're going to repeatedly fall back into the same steps that you were in before, because that's what you're used to, that's what you're comfortable with. So you have to be transparent with yourself at minimum, like fully transparent, to say, like, this is why you feel that. Your feelings are hurt. Okay. I am actively trying not to just lash out, yell, or physically be violent. So because of that, how else can I channel this energy, feeling, and emotion in the present? What calms me? What puts me in the right space? Okay, because I'm able to identify what puts me in the right space, because I now accepted the fact that this is what I'm feeling and this is how I'm choosing to move forward. It is difficult, but I must get to the point where I see myself in the pinnacle in which I see myself is at my healthiest, spiritually, physically, and mentally, in alignment with God. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. We're not gonna dig into nothing else right now. So, that was kind of like an example. And to put it in more real terms, um, it's kind of like that basketball player. Um, Dang, he's going viral because he basically stood and they say he was standing on business. And I'm like, yo, that's facts. Like, yes. Like, that's essentially what I'm trying to say. The philosophy of chilling is like, it's literally your choice to stand on, because you just don't want to partake in the extra excursion or exertion of energy that is unknowingly detrimental to what God is trying to do. It's really about being courageous enough to mean it and act on what you say. And it'll reveal itself more and more as this platform grows. And I'm hoping that as each episode unfolds, the depiction of what the philosophy of chilling begins to actualize itself. So, how is the philosophy of chilling used to handle anger or get through anger? It's used as a reminder because it's not an action, it's a state of mind. And it reflects how you choose to mentally, spiritually, and emotionally respond to the different circumstances that you're dealing with in life. It's rooted in the fact of genuine intent. Do you genuinely want to achieve your better self? If so, who are you going to do it with? Who do you go to guidance for? For me, I'm going to be honest with you. I go to God. I don't listen. If you have, I love my support system. But above any and all voices, I listen to where God tells me to go. And I never understood if this was going to make sense out loud, but I tried to move in this way because I want it to reflect in my actions. I want it to reflect in the way that I speak, the way that I think, and the way that I walk and move and act. So if it's not seen through there, I don't know what else to tell you. This is all I have. I am in no way an expert. I do have experience in life. I do have professional experience. I guess that will be revealed as more episodes go on. And as all of this information reveals itself, we're going to be applying the philosophy of chilling, at least how I view that perspective to be, to a variety of topics, in different dialogues, so forth and so on. So again, you can think of the philosophy of chilling as a notion of de-escalation. That's how you get through anger. That's how it helps. So, with that being said, I hope you're ready and buckled in for the ride. It's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time for sure. So if you don't know, now you know. This is the philosophy of chilling. My name is Dylan to Connect, and I see y'all. Peace.